After the Korean War, the U.S. opened doors for Korean immigrants through special immigration policies, a move that intentionally or not gave immigrants a leg up over Black Americans who were still fighting for basic economic access. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act passed, and by 1965, the U.S. reopened its doors to immigrants, creating another wave of opportunity, but not for the people who had already been here building the country. Asian businesses, especially Korean owned ones, have now been operating in Black neighborhoods for over 60 years. Redlining wasn't just about housing. Asian business owners were also denied loans in white neighborhoods and approved in Black communities. And with that policy came an influx of new entrepreneurs who often found economic opportunity in underserved Black neighborhoods, areas where Black people lived but were still locked out of ownership and capital, leaving them bound to be the consumer but not the owner. The Asians were willing to go where the white man wasn't. And according to YouTube Trap History, this story especially took root in the 1970s. The beauty industry was booming. Black Americans were spending heavily on hair, nails, and self care. But Black entrepreneurs, most were shut out, denied access to funding, commercial leases, inventory, and wholesale suppliers. Meanwhile, Asian immigrants, particularly Koreans, had something powerful working in their favor: experience. They were already familiar with the beauty business from their home countries, and they came to the US, pooled their resources, built supply chains, and worked collectively. That's how they gained a stronghold in the beauty supply industry, from manufacturing to distribution to retail. Most of them entered the beauty space by selling wigs door to door in Black communities. At the time, wigs were becoming extremely popular, especially amongst Black women. This created a unique opportunity. Korean entrepreneurs saw the demand and they met it, not just as retailers, but as manufacturers. By the 1970s, Korean business networks began working together to open and support beauty supply stores across the US. They used community-based lending systems called GAYS, group savings clubs that help fund new store openings. So while Black entrepreneurs struggled to get the same access, manufacturers often refused to sell directly to them and financing options were limited. Even when Black-owned stores did open, they couldn't compete with the established beauty supply store chains and wholesale pricing that others had. This structure created a long-standing pattern, one that made Korean ownership the norm and left Black entrepreneurs at a disadvantage in an industry that they largely fueled. They came to the US and they pooled their resources together as a community, built supply chains, and worked collectively. That's how they gained a stronghold.